think I've ever heard of this before. A bar is opening in the Chicago area next week, a bar that is alcohol-free. So if you want to see some truly horrible dancing, this is the place. The bar doesn't serve alcohol, but it does have a pool table, ping pong, and darts. So it's a basement. They're opening a basement. The bar is located in the suburb of Crystal Lake. It's called The Other Side. That's the name of the bar, which reminds me of a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to any bar other than the other side. They can use that in there.
A first-of-its-kind bar in the Midwest is about to open in suburban Crystal Lake, one that does not serve alcohol.
This is a group of people who realized, hey, you know, post-sobriety or into their sobriety, there weren't many options for places to go out and have fun.
A lot of them are recovering drug addicts themselves. They know what a challenge it is. And this is going to be like a regular bar. The only difference is that the strongest thing you can order is an energy drink.
When I was drinking and I was using drugs, I probably would have been one of those people who was like, that place sounds lame. Like, there's gonna be people who walk in here who have never really heard about here, never been here, whose jaws are gonna hit the floor, because this place is just gonna be like hopping.
You know, we have this natural word association, bar, alcohol, and it's completely legit. I mean, you know, as you can see in the articles, or you ask anyone, there's really no other sober bars around, so it's a logical assumption. But that social dynamic that comes from a bar is, or just a place to hang out, is definitely a big part of a bar in itself. You know, not just alcohol and drinking.
Me and like some of the friends that I would hang out with who are sober, I got sober with, we put like a card table back here and some, you know, just like a boombox and like a really small sound system. We just started like hanging out here, and then it was 10 or 15 people, and then it was 30 or 40 people. And the first party that we threw was like May 26th of 2012, and we had, I think, around 100 people show up, and we had like a really good time, went really well, and so we started having like monthly events, monthly parties. It was like 120 people, 150 people, and then Steve, his band played here one night, and over 200 people showed up, and the building commissioner actually came out here, and so he shut it down like pretty quick. And then that kind of motivated us to like really do it, you know, and to do it the right way. So we got our to-do list in, I think, late December, and we've been just plugging away at it.
We only get one ride. We only get one ride. We only get one. One shot, two shot, three shot, four, 5 shots, 6 shots, 7 shot, floor. Drink till I can't think, sick for sure. Billy stand by the last more. If I refuse, I'll wait, that's unlikely.
You have all of these people who are in recovery, or you know, or possibly still active in their addiction. They want some place to go, just to hang out. Our board is made up of 9 people. 6 of them are in recovery.
We're all good.
Cook County is essentially the heroin capital of the United States. It's referred to as the hub. The truth is, you can really go down any 2 blocks and get heroin. I could literally walk out of here and probably make a couple phone calls and get heroin dropped off to me if I wanted to. It's everywhere. It's really affecting, doubling and tripling the percentages of users and deaths in all the collar counties, which includes McHenry County.
Like summer of 2009 was probably when we, used heroin together the most.
Yeah.
Like running back and forth to the city, and like I remember specifically times like, like begging this guy for, to like front me a bag of dope or something. And it's weird like what drug addiction will do to you, because it's not like, even though we had been friends for a long time, it like removes the friendship entirely.
You just get so selfish. All you want to do is get high, and if that means, screwing over one of your friends, you just do it, and maybe you'll feel guilty about it later, but as long as you're getting that drug, then everything's okay.
When you're picking up dope in Chicago, I mean, it's such a bad area. I mean, when you're on the west side, kind of right off of 290, you can pick it up any street corner. I mean, if you just go there, you can get, heroin, crack, pretty much anything.
West Egg Illuminati, like shells into your body. You can tell that it's hot, I'm like hell's key Masabi.
You have 10, 11, 12-year-old kids, coming up to you, like hustling dope. We had a 13-year-old kid hold a gun up to our window and ask us for all of our money.
Never stress on getting lettuce if my health is of an ox. Why hella dudes copy the irrelevant and sloppy? I listen to their writings and can tell it's just a hobby. Put me in the underground, I bet I'm overwatching. Switching to a different mission, they get the over option.
Your tolerance increases rapidly with heroin addiction.
He was angry. He was mean, he was nasty. It was total chaos. Every day was chaos and anger.
It's like grind, like every day to get it. There's like plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like you have everything, there's always a way for a drug addict to get high.
And then we really started seeing things disappear. He started stealing money and things, because he'd pawn whatever he could to get the money.
My mom's jewelry, and my grandma's jewelry and stuff like that was pretty, like, emotionally the worst thing to do. Because when it was somebody I didn't know, I didn't care, but it was like your family, and they know that's where it went. There's no hiding it, they know it's you, and they know what it's going to. Yeah, it sucks.
I couldn't do it anymore, and another night we were fighting, screaming back and forth, and I just said, "You're leaving." He goes, "I'll go in the morning." I said, "No, you're going now."
You get to a point where there's like, your parents don't, they're like people who love you, you like hurt them enough, and you like let them down enough, and you say you're sorry, and you won't do it again, and it's all bullshit, and like over and over and over and over and over again until they're like, fuck, fuck this shit. Like, it's like, I love you, but fuck you. It had accepted the fact that I was like gonna do heroin and die, or I was gonna get sober. Like, I wasn't gonna kind of get my shit together, It was either gonna be really fucking bad or really good.
And we thought for sure we'd get a phone call that he was dead at some point. I would dream or have nightmares about his funeral. It was so vivid and I would have that recurring dream all the time.
There was a week in like September 2009 where I had overdosed on heroin like 3 times in 1 week, and I had like died. It was by far the scariest moment of my life because I had no idea what was going on. It was all kind of blurry, but I remember like the second I came out of it pretty vividly, for sure. And then the second time was similar, but I just remember waking up in an ambulance.
So then the third time was the night after he got arrested for shoplifting. And he called here and I said, "Stay in jail." About an hour later, I said to Mike, I said, "Something in my gut tells me we need to go get him." We come home and I just said, "Go to bed. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. Just go to bed. We'll talk in the morning." So we all go to bed, and about Half hour, 35 minutes, I hear his bedroom door open, and then I hear him quietly come down the stairs, and I hear the basement door open. Fly down the basement stairs, and the bathroom door is locked. And Mike's pounding on the door. Finally knocked the door open, and he's sitting there, and he's got the needle in his arm, and Mike yanked it out, and he's sitting there, and he's like, you know, half in and out of it, and he's like, just let me die. He said, really, what would you possibly miss about this? Just let me die.
Like, I could not see like going on another day living the way I was living, but at the same exact time, like, I could not see myself living sober. Like, you know, when you're like in that spot, suicide or like just fuck this or like I'm done with this seems like a pretty realistic option. And that's why drug addiction is so dangerous, because it took me to that point for me to actually be willing to do something about it.
Yum. Carter, look what I've got. Are you camera shy?
Yeah.
Oh, give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Okay. You're gonna give him a hug too?
Well, this just didn't exist, you know. There wasn't even really a family time at all. It was always like some sort of chaos, or I was doing something to disrupt. We wouldn't be as close as we are now if we didn't go through all the crazy shit, though. That's for sure.
After he found out that he could have friends that were sober and still have fun and stuff, it was like, he was just like a switch. It was like a different person altogether.
Give him a kiss.
He's had a number of
Be careful.
sponsees. I mean, I heard him one night at like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I went in there, like, who are you talking to at 2:30 in the morning? He goes, Mom, it's a sponsee. He needs help. He's struggling. I'm like, sorry.
I'm in touch with pretty much everybody I used to get high with for the sole purpose of, I know that there's gonna come a time and a place to where they're gonna want to get out of that life, and like I can show them how to do that. The first 30 days, 2 months, 3 months of trying to get sober is like, there's things like, what do? I don't know, make your bed. For a normal person, yeah, that's logical. Like, what do? I don't know, go find a job.
He's like showing me how to live again, because it's been so long for me not living, just using drugs and harming everyone in my path to get those drugs. Now it's like, what do I do with my day, you know?
What is it now?
A lot of addicts miss the lifestyle of being able to hang out and be in that setting where everyone's hanging out, having a good time, and that's what this gives you. You know, it's good to be able to go somewhere and just kind of relax and let off some steam and not drink, not drug, be around people that are doing the same as you, and it's amazing how much fun you have being sober, you know. I used to always think, how am I going to have fun now that I'm sober and not getting high anymore?
When I woke up this morning, I literally, my head popped off the pillow and it was like, oh, it's today. Last night, I legitimately almost like broke down for a couple minutes just because we were here and we were testing the system, everything was done, it looks really good. Like, I mean, it's perfect, you know, it's literally exactly how we wanted it. Just cleaning up, and you know, we finished construction like 2 days ago, so there's definitely been, you know, some scrambling to, you know, finish up a couple projects here and there. I'm anxious for sure.
I just want it to, you know, to go well, and I have literally no idea what to expect. That's a lot of the anxiousness. It's like, I just don't know. But I don't think anybody knows. It's never really been done before, so we don't really know what to expect with it, so.
Check. Ooh, I was check.
We're gonna open the doors in like 2 minutes. Double shift. He's like, by the end of the night, I'll be. Thanks, Joe, man. Yeah, I know. It'll be rowdy for sure. It's just to what level.
Going crazy in there. Had to take a break. I'm hurting my back and stuff.
I haven't danced like that since like I was using, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, I was dancing my face off.
No matter what, got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up, and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there.
Sober!
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. You know, the mom thing. Always prepared. Oh, I'm really proud of him. You know, it's been. Oh,
these
there
are
he is.
my two main bitches.
Oh, really? That's not very nice.
These are my two wonderful women.
You know, there were days that I worried about him from morning till the next morning, but he's come a long way, and this is an amazing accomplishment for somebody who's only 22.
Put in the bag. Back in the bag.
Where's the bag? Out there?
I assume it's out there.
It's unbelievable on some levels. You know, I've got, there's a whole pile of newspapers over there that are, and every time I look at those, I go, wow, that's my kid. That was my kid, and now this is my kid. It's kind of hard to believe it was the same person, but he's really amazing. I guess that would be, and I'm I'm proud that he's my son.
There's like this little inner drive that I never really had before to do something even bigger. We're in the process of starting a full-blown IOP program, youth counseling center. We didn't think it would happen that soon. I mean, a month after the other side opened, we're organizing an IOP program, which is just kind of insane, but fun, good at the same time. It's just exciting to be able to really start doing something with the nonprofit. Now that we've got the attention, being able to use the connections that we've made and the resources that we have now, and the other side's great, and it's something that's going to definitely help people. But the treatment aspect, or the people, helping people who are currently affected, from the disease of alcoholism and drug addiction, is really where all of our hearts are at.
I've had too many of these.
How many? How many?
I looked at the square thing. There's 12 of them.
Yeah, he had so many charges.
He's like, look, you. Yo, E-T-I-K-I-T. At the pub when I go out, no ID. Skip lines at the back lounge, VIP. On top of that, all drinks are free. Fill it up, yo. Slow dances, dance alone. We go rage if I face that we sent back home. No plans, no bands, no curfew time. Just DJ break that girls that grind. Girls in the bathroom, we don't care. If I'm doing my thing, then please don't stare. Got my own little dance square. If your face is the stage, and you know I'm gonna dance there. Up all night and we down in the daytime. Cigarette stains playing in the daylight. Something like Hilltop, what a great night. No second chance that we live right, yeah. We on a roller coaster. No second chances, so you got the hand.